listen, I'm Lone Ranger, the King Mosabi, the horses are big. The 10-gallon tracks, the hood cowboys with the 10-gallon raps, racking ACG boots and baseball caps. I agree, this ain't a simulation of the
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Tonight we're going to be watching LeBron James, still physically superior in just about every matchup. Says he feels his athleticism has waned a little, Shaq. I'm not sure if I see it.
Well, he's older, but listen, Ernie, I played with this guy. He's 275, 5% body fat.
How we live.
We're here in the Bay Area, the beautiful Bay Bridge spanning from San Francisco to Oakland. We're at the sold-out and noisy Oracle Arena. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers facing the Golden State Warriors. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And the basket by Curry. And they take the first bucket.
And they'll hope that sets the tone at the offensive end going forward. It doesn't always work out that way, but better to start fast than not.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You know, a huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Pass to Thompson. Bogut back up on top. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Irving.
It's easy to see who's going to win that race.
That early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
It's Curry outside. It's hauled in by LeBron. And here are the Cavaliers. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. He kicks it to Love. It's rebounded by Golden State. Barnes dishes to Curry. The drive by Green. And the Warriors miss again.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Love with the bucket.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Now here's Curry. Thompson for the triple. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Smith with a wide open look. That falls. Great assist by Love. Smith's got his first points in this one. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number clocked 6 best wins ever in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent. It took a while for people to accept that fact.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Livingston passes to Ezeli. There's the feed to Livingston. Iguodala kicks to Spates, looking to end the run. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Smith against Barbosa. Now here is Smith. Tight defense on him. Irving dishes to Smith. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Iguodala no good.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Here's LeBron, and the rejection by Ezeli. To the middle. Barbosa's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Nice shot by Smith.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for. And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it. Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Again, the miss by Smith. And think again about the playoffs last year, Clark. They weren't all sunshine and roses for Irving. He had to play through a tough leg injury in the conference semifinals, and, of course, the injury in the finals, the fractured kneecap, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch, seeing him go out for the rest of the playoffs with that fractured kneecap. A freak injury, but he'll grow from it and be better.
Thompson, good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Here's James. Cannot hit. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
You know what? His finishing ability is not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Irving attacking, falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start. You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot.
We're playing too much on the perimeter. Let's look to dump the ball inside.
Have to fight their way out of it.
Timeout called the Warriors. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And here is LeBron after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. The drive by James. Out to Shumpert. Here's Dellavedova. No good off the front iron.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Curry outside.
What a shot! Wow, what a miracle heave.
He caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and you know the team is going to go as hard as we go, as well as the other pieces that we have on the team, but we have to control.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans, the media, he and LeBron deal with, but also, and Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, 2 guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the center, locking down the middle. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum. And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Shot is good. The Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Curry. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. So time
We're playing too much on the perimeter. Let's look to dump the ball inside.
for the starting power forward role in Golden State last season. David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
And I really always thought Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7", but he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys, and also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I've got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Smith. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
Curry kicks to Green and stolen by Love. Here's Smith. Off with the layup.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there. It made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponent when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempt.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
Pass to Dellavedova. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal
And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Ian Clark comes in for Thompson. And Livingston in for Curry. You look at the metrics for it, Clark, and Iguodala is onto something. He just knows to look for the best team shots.
Yeah, he's got a really good basketball IQ, and I think it's his selflessness that allows him to tap into that, especially at the offensive end. Rarely forces situations offensively.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Here's Clark. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Smith outside. Dellavedova, the pass to Thompson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his third assist on the night. So many great statistics last season. My favorite is their point differential.
To be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. Timeout called the Warriors.
And guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the chart.
And the Warriors with some changes. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Thompson comes in for Ian Clark. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston. Warriors trail by 5.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they sent their starters in the fourth so often. They could have made those numbers even higher had they won.
Thompson against space. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Thompson. Free throw line jump shot. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
And Steph Curry with the foul.
Stephen Curry. That's his first personal foul.
James checked in for Matthew Dellavedova.
LeBron James.
.30 left in the first half of basketball. The Warriors have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. From deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They've led by as many as 14 points. Smith drives in. Good. And the assist goes to James. And it's 8 points for J.R. Smith.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
It's taken away by Smith. Here's Love. Tries again. And LeBron with the layup.
LeBron James.
Now it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in. For Kevin Love. And Shumpert in there for Smith. LeBron kicks to Mozgov. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Thompson, from out on the wing, he knocks him down.
Thompson.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
LeBron up top.
Warriors foul.
The Cavaliers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
2 shots.
And James drills them both. 11 seconds left in the first half. Outside Curry. Shoots the 3. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off. And that concludes the first half. Cavaliers on
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
game got going. Competing with a chip on their shoulders, they started things off with an 11-3 run. Most of their well-earned lead evaporated. Run. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
I'd really like to see them attack the rim a little bit more. Change the game up, man. Generate some more easy baskets. Part of the reason they're behind is because they've been outclassed inside. They haven't been able to drive the ball, dish the ball.
All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second half of our game. Kevin